All right, the music in that stinger really sets the tone for the TIFF coverage we've got. Jen, back down at the Bisha Hotel this morning where there's all kinds of sort of celebrity vibes, stargazing vibes. Jen, you've got more on TIFF right now.
Yes, I do. And it was the perfect transition, Nick, because you mentioned Drake in that previous story, and he's heavily featured in this next documentary. What we want to feature, Degrassi, Whatever It Takes. I'm joined now by director Lisa Rideout and Carrie Mudd, executive producer. Congratulations on this film. I managed to screen it yesterday, and it gave me all the feels, as I'm sure it did for you making this film. Lisa, I mean, when you talk about Degrassi, 40 years of television, and it was just a mirror and a pulse of the times of what teenagers were going through.
Absolutely.
But to get that story, the behind the scenes, the truths, the trials, the tribulations, I mean, what was it like compiling all this together? I'm surprised there hasn't been a documentary made about it.
Maybe because it's so challenging to tell a 40-year story.
Right.
Yeah, like you said, the legacy is so vast. It's long, there's different franchises, so I mean, we had an amazing team to make the film. There's someone who watched every episode, our story producer, Kaylin Moon. We kind of pinned down how should we tell this story, and it really was featuring those groundbreaking episodes. And that kind of, the groundbreaking episodes meant we'll go after the people that can speak about those. So that kind of guided our process that entire time, which is what we had to do to figure out how to tell a very large story in a short amount of time.
Yeah, I mean, it's a huge story, and the access you had to the footage is incredible. I'm glad it was still around, like the behind the scenes with Linda Schuyler and the original cast members. Carrie, why did you think that this was an important time to tell this story? I mean, Degrassi got its star on Canada's Walk of Fame. It's the biggest Canadian export in terms of youth programming. What's so special to you about Degrassi?
I think we're always looking for stories, Canadian stories specifically, especially about iconic brands or iconic characters, personalities. And my daughter was watching the Degrassi franchise. She started at the beginning episodes, like the 80s.
Yeah.
Oddly, because for a 13-year-old, it's a bit of a stretch, but she really connected to it. And she said one day, this is when she was 13, said, "Mom, you should make a documentary about this."
Wow.
So there was a bit of a process to gain access. We did though, and it's been enormously challenging, but at the same time, it's just just to be here. Like, we're just so thrilled to have made it to TIFF in our hometown for the 50th, right?
Yeah, it's so special. I think for the 50th anniversary, like, what a way to kick off this film. Lisa, what surprised me about the documentary was kind of the earlier years and getting the behind the scenes look at the production of it. I mean, there were no craft services. The kids were making food. They're bringing in their own, like, wardrobe. I mean, there weren't agents. There was none of that.
Absolutely.
And yet they made it work. And these actors were revered as stars. And yet, I mean, they didn't get paid a lot. It was really like from nothing to something.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's pretty incredible. Linda Schuyler was a school teacher in Toronto. And so the entire franchise, the show was reflecting her experience in the classroom. And so to think that a school teacher has created one of the biggest exports franchises in history is pretty amazing. So they were learning as they were going. You know, it was the 80s, it was bare bones, you'll see. And then it changed. The show changed over time. They unionized eventually, and it became quite different than its roots. But yeah, it was, you know, it was this organic, bare bones show that grew into a very, very large franchise, and I think that's pretty incredible. A testament to everyone that worked on the show, behind the scenes and in front of the camera.
Yeah, absolutely. And kind of a full circle moment for you. I mean, Dr. Sue, Sex with Sue, which you directed, she's in there putting a condom on a banana in one of the episodes.
I had to do it. I had to do it.
I mean, that's just iconic. So many memories, Carrie. And, you know, I feel kind of weird even trying to say some of the names of the episodes on TV, but I'm going to do it because it's a fact. I mean, bracelets for blowjobs. I mean, episodes that talked about sex, teen pregnancy, abortion, things that the U.S. wouldn't cover. And of course, Time Stands Still, the episode where Aubrey Graham Drake gets shot and he's in the wheelchair. I mean, these are topics that, you know, not a lot of people would dare to go through. So it was really ahead of its time, wasn't it?
It was profoundly powerful for them to take those risks. And I think that's why we want to celebrate this show, is that it was the first. You know, there were so many firsts through all of the iterations, and I think that's what, you know, we think about when we think about the future of it too, is this, you know, we're at a time when Degrassi may be more needed than ever.
Yep.
And is still super relevant, obviously.
For sure. For a lot of people, it was their best friend. For the super fans in the show, for some people, I mean, telling Linda that it saved their life watching this show. I can't wait for people to watch it. Degrassi, Whatever It Takes, the documentary, is going to be premiering Saturday, September 13th, 6:15 p.m. at the Scotiabank Theatre. Lisa, Carrie, thank you so much for joining us. Congratulations on this amazing body of work.